I got the fortunate opportunity to stand next to Fredy and pick his brain about what the vision is, and man, it's palpable what he wants to build over there. The vision is, in simple terms, to redo an entire community there.
What we're doing as a whole, helping out in the Congo, is really primarily to let people know that there are other people out there who care about them, who want to help them, who love them in the way that God loves us.
One of the main ingredients that God is looking for us to carry out is to carry out what love truly means as it's executed through the hands of his people. And we can say I love you all we want to, but actually showing that love and describing it as it being with your hands, the work, the movement, the building up of hospitals, the visiting and seeing kids in orphanages is a totally different thing than just seeing it expressed verbally. But no, it's expressing it physically.
The mission for the orphanage would be more so to partner up and provide clothes and shoes and things like that with the children, but it will also be to interact with them and to just show them the love, and that way we're not just people dropping off goods and saying, okay, bye. We want to be more than that.
I just felt like I wanted to share love with them. I wanted them to feel love the way that I know God loves me. And I just really feel that that was the theme of it. Just these happy little faces looking at you, happy that you're there, hugging them, loving them.
The moment that stood out to me the most was when Fredy got to hold the first child that was ever born at the clinic for his 1-year checkup. It really put his vision into the physical, that there are people that are alive and are healthy because of the work that we're doing over there.
The mission and the vision was always, we need a hospital over there because we want to meet their physical needs. There's people in the community the hospital is in that can't afford to go to a regular hospital. With that, we would sort of grow into something.
They provide free services. It's not just a hospital where people have to pay. It's a hospital that helps those who truly are poor and in need. So the first floor is done, and that's operating. And then the second floor is in the process of being built.
The second floor is going to provide financial sustainability for the whole hospital. Right now, it's being subsidized in order just to do the operations day to day. Getting floor 2 done gives you patient rooms, gives you radiology, and then what can happen is there are contracts that can be signed where an entire business of 300 employees will have a contract to go there whenever they need services.
There's a lot of basic things that we need to get started. Number one thing, things that help with infection control. A lot of the day-to-day things that I think that we take for granted that we have in place in our medical system, that we just expect that that's how they should be, they were lacking.
Regular access to drinking water, not having trash burned in the street, food insecurity, things like that are not concerns over here, but that's day-to-day living over there.
We're needing to invest in the future, and the biggest investment, most immediate investment, is to get the second floor accomplished. That's going to cost $75,000 to $100,000 just to complete that, and we need to get that done like 2 months ago. Then we need to complete the third floor, which is our last phase of this, and that'll be about $200,000. That's going to provide a place for mission teams to come all throughout the year, not just once a year, but all throughout the year, where we can send 5 people over there. They can be doing work, whether it's in an orphanage or in the hospital or other places, and there's a safe, reliable place for them to be.
Once we get our third floor going, and that's going to hopefully be where we can have long-term ministry people available and be able to have room and board for them, I definitely would look forward to that, and hope other people do, that we can have housing available so you can really have the time to get in and help where you're going to need to be helped at. I am 100% positive that we can get this clinic up and running so we can help more people in the community. I personally look forward to going back to the Congo many times, hopefully.
Just because you physically cannot step foot on the soil of Kinshasa doesn't mean that you cannot affect the soil of Kinshasa, affect the soil of the Congo. You may not be able to paint a wall, but maybe you can provide the paint or the resources in order for that wall to be painted. And I think that's what we have to understand. And in order for us to get things done, it takes financial resources in order to do ministry. And I think that's what God is calling us to do here in Fresno, is to make that vision a reality, whether that's physically going or financially supporting, we can get this thing done. We can have kids have a home, and we can have the sick have a place where they can be healed. What does it mean for us here in Fresno to be able to look over in Kinshasa and say, we did that together? That's big to me. That's really big.